Okay guys, another week and another golden vendor. So let's go through things. If you didn't see our video last week, things are a little bit different with these videos than what you may normally see. We're going to go over pricing, so if they're worth selling, and then we're going to talk about some builds that some of these sets may be good for. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, first up this week is Swamp Rider. This is selling for about 2.4 million as of time of making this video, and we have Plague Doctor sitting around 2 to 6 million with an average of it looks like about 3 mil for Plague Doctor. So not too bad here. Just do keep in mind these prices will go down over the weekend, and if you want to make the most bang for buck you can out of a lot of this stuff, holding onto it for a few months is the best thing you can possibly do. Or get in really early, but even then you're running a risk of stuff just sitting there on a trader and not selling. All right, let's get into the build stuff. There is a few things we can talk about here with the sets that we have this week, so let's do that. So first up, we have Plague Doctor. Now this has been a kind of staple set in ESO when it comes to max health. So if you're trying to get as much max health, so maybe you're trying to build a tanky Warden, or if you're trying to build a Blazing Shield Templar, not that many people doing that these days, but you get the point. If you're trying to get max health, Plague Doctor has been a staple, and I think it will continue to be a staple in that niche situation that you are trying to build max health. When we did that 120k health Nightblade with Dark Cloak heals, we used this set from memory, and yeah, you get the idea. Alright, let's talk Scavenging Demise. This set has been used in quite a lot of builds over the last year, and I think is still quite prominent, I think, in the community, even though I think it is a bit of an overrated set. I will explain in a second why, but first a recap for those that may not remember this set. It adds weapon damage, weapon critical, and when you deal critical poison damage, there's an asterisk on that, but anyway, to an enemy, you summon a Scavenging Mole which attacks an enemy after 2 seconds. The Scavenging Mole deals X amount of poison damage and inflicts minor vulnerability for 15 seconds. Fundamentally, it's a really strong burst set. Where it starts to break down is that 2-second time between it popping out and actually hitting it. It makes it almost impossible for you not to be able to avoid it. The dodge window on it is so huge. I can dodge roll at the start of the circle filling up, I can dodge roll at the very end, and it's still going to miss. You may say this is good, okay, you can use this set to kill, wean out Zergs, kill the really bad players and, get the fight down to a decent amount of numbers. The problem is the players that are going to die to this set, the players that don't know that they can dodge roll this set, are probably players that are going to die to just about anything. So running a set just to kill them is kind of pointless in my opinion. I know that might be a bit of a hot take for some people, but I think that's just my opinion on this set. It's really good when it works, and it's just really bad most of the time when it doesn't work. Alright, let's move on. Let me know in the comment section how wrong I am and how amazing this set is, and yeah. Okay, Swamp Rider is up next. This is another set that has, throughout the years, seen some action in meta builds. Quick recap for those that may not know this set. Weapon critical, max stamina, weapon damage, and then the 5-piece bonus gives you 600 in weapon and spell damage to your poison and disease damage abilities. Pretty much the only thing this set would be good on would be like a gank bow ultimate kind of build. They're not... This build's very niche, I guess. That one situation this set falls into. I mean, if you want to sit back in your Zerg and hit people with bow ults, this set's probably pretty good for you. If not, there's probably better options out there. I think this set has just fallen out of favor just because of how the meta's gone and how the meta's swapped. Bow ults, I think, have fallen out of fashion because of just how tanky everyone is right now. You can dodge roll the the initial hit of the bow ult or even dodge roll twice to avoid basically most of the initial damage, and then the dot damage isn't overly that much to do. I don't know. I can't see myself personally using this set, but then again, it's not necessarily a bad set either. If you run this on a bow Nightblade build, it would work. You would see reasonable results out of it. But once again, I don't think it's worth your time or effort of picking this stuff up. Quickly, before we do wrap this video up, I do want to preface this every week that even though I don't necessarily give a recommendation to pick up a set, if you have the spare APs, still pick it up because you don't know what the meta's going to do. Swamp Rider could be the most OP meta set next patch. I mean, it's not going to be, but it could be. If you have a lot of AP, just, you know, save yourself some time, especially if you don't like grinding gear and farming stuff. You know, you can slowly get most of the gear in the game by just buying the golden vendor each week. Alright, boys and girls, so that's about it. I know it's pretty boring this week. There wasn't really anything great. I know there were sets that we didn't talk about, but they didn't really overly interest me. But same thing goes with the monster helms. If you don't have them, pick them up, even if they seem a bit meh this week. Alright, as always, I love yous. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.